Hello and welcome. I'm Jeanette Casella, founder and president of the International Association of Professional Life Coaches. And today I'm talking with association member Victoria Leo. Hi, Victoria.
Good morning. It's great to be here.
Great. So, Victoria, let's just find out a little more about you. First of all, a lot of times people like to know what prompted coaches to become a life coach. So,
Sure.
How did it happen with you?
Yeah, I have master's degrees in biology and in psychology, and I was doing a lot of things with my biology background, doing nutrition lectures and helping people to lose weight and be healthier. I was doing a lot of health coaching without calling it health coaching. And so I decided to get certified, get the best quality education I could, and I was enrolled in a 18-month life coach course in which we had supervision, and we had tests and exams, and there's a big difference between that and someone who just takes a weekend seminar and starts calling themselves a life coach. I think most of the people in the IAPLC have a higher level of quality than that. So that's how I got started. I started out with with just using my degrees in an ad hoc way, and teaching college also. I taught college for quite a few years, teaching anatomy and physiology and torturing future nurses and doctors with all the bones and the muscles and the immune system and etc. So, and I love coaching. Coaching is taking information and adding accountability. And what I so love about coaching is that we can help people in so many different areas of their lives. Thanks.
Great. Well, that's inspiring. And so, who do you serve?
Well, I'm focused on a particular slice of the world. I'm working with people who have a desire for health, so the wellness crowd, and also people who've got chronic diseases, because I've got a really strong biology/medical background, so I know a lot more about the diseases that people have, and how to manage them without actually being a licensed medical practitioner, of course. And I also am focused on the kinds of things. I have a process that I call blast through barriers, right? So when people are trying to lose weight, sometimes there are 5 people in the United States who don't know anything about nutrition, and for them, it's just a question of learning that vegetables are good. But if you're not one of those 5 people in America and you already know that vegetables are good, and the problem is that you're not eating them, then what I do is I can go beyond just coaching. I've got registration and licensing as a clinical hypnotherapist. So I can, and the hypnotherapy is the least scary thing on the planet. It has nothing to do with stage hypnosis whatsoever. It's a way of allowing a person to get deeply in touch with their own inner goals and desires. And it's a way to make the coaching, which is something that occurs on the surface, it's a cognitive thing, it's a thinking kind of a thing, it allows people to get deeper, to the roots of why they keep reaching for ice cream and not rutabagas. And I'm making a joke there, but there are a lot of kinds of situations in life where being able to get below the surface, so combining life coaching with hypnotherapy and Reiki energy healing and so forth, really makes the whole process much more powerful. For example, in addition to people that are trying to lose weight, I'm working with people who are experiencing grief. And making transitions, people who are in their 40s and they're thinking about their midlife, their whole generativity issues, people who are nearing retirement with all the changes that come with that, and then people who are experiencing losses, the loss of a spouse, the loss of a child, changes in roles, and just plain old-fashioned grief. And there are a lot of these sorts of things that it's appropriate to go to therapy for, and why not? It's also, and hypnotherapy is a form of therapy, and it's also appropriate to, between the therapy sessions, to have the life coaching to keep you moving and keep you moving forward on the path towards eventual a transformed you. I'm looking to help people transform themselves, and very, very deeply. So, life coaching is all about life and all the different aspects of life. So I focus on the transition points. I talk and the supporting people through that, grief and happy changes and retirement and so on, and also working with people who have health challenges, because I can be particularly powerful with that because of my specialty background. And through all of this, whenever you're contemplating and approaching making changes in your life, there's going to be anxiety and stress, and for that, I'm trained in Reiki energy healing, which I teach to my clients. And the last but absolutely not least, one of the things that I've been doing recently is I love to write, and I've been writing books for, since 1986. No, 1984. Oh my gosh, that's a long time. And recently I've been focusing my book writing efforts on my clients. So in 2008, I put together a comprehensive toolkit called Take Back Your Lost Heart for anyone who's going through transitions and wants to learn how to do visualizations and meditation and cognitive restructuring, changing how you think, all these powerful tools, and it's cookbook style. Right? So you pick and grab what you need when you need it. I also did a book on seasonal depression, which is useful for people who've got year-round depression as well. Non-drug alternatives, essentially, including some things that doctors prescribe, like light therapy, right? Very, very much of a medical choice, and used by a lot of doctors and so on, to help people with depression. And these non-drug choices are excellent for seasonal depression. Most people have winter depression, and I live in Seattle, and the sun comes out. I kid you not, it comes out 4th of July, and it leaves on September 15th, most years. And so what do we do for the other 9 months of the year? We do light therapy, and we drink a lot of coffee. That's why Starbucks got started in Seattle, because we're all self-medicating for low-grade depression. So, and you can probably guess my books have a witty, lively style. And my most recent offering on the altar of my clients is 101 healthy meals in 5 minutes or less. 5. I'm not kidding you. At 5 minutes of prep time. So those of us who are busy, those of us who love life and we love to eat. I am an unregenerate foodie. But I hate to cook. I want to write. I want to be writing books. I want to be coaching my clients. I want to be doing anything, absolutely anything, other than slaving over a stove. And so I've developed these recipes over the years, and I put them together. I published a book, and it's gotten rave reviews. It's only 99 cents on Kindle, and $5, in paper version. So, nobody's got an excuse. None of my clients from now on, none of them can say to me, because we all do this. We all do this. Oh, I'd really like to cook healthy, but I just don't have the time. It's like 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So, and no exotic elements, no exotic spices. I recommend exotic spices, but they're absolutely not required. So, and that's a lot of fun. And I did a children's book last year as well about adoption. So it's a science fiction story for children called Sally and the Alien Invasion. It's really cute. The artist is fabulous. I love her. Everybody loves the art. So so that's not directly related to life coaching, that children's book, but all the other ones are. So that's what I've been working on recently, is things to help my clients.
Wonderful,
yeah.
Victoria. So you've really told us a lot about the kind of coaching that you do, and if you could, and we can see that you're quite unique. If you could just sum up in one sentence what is most unique about you,
yeah,
I think that would be helpful to our listeners.
Yes, I think what my clients have said, and my goal has been to be the life coach who can go beyond life coaching. Life coaching is very powerful, but I am even more powerful because I have specialty certifications within hypnotherapy to help people with habit reduction, smoking and other habits. Weight loss. I've got a comprehensive weight loss program that uses life coaching, a wonderful book, and not my book, but although the cookbook is wonderful, but no, using health coaching and also using hypnotherapy. I've got a weight loss package and a weight loss mini package, which is wonderful. Lots of people do that. So I've got that going on, and I can use hypnotherapy to help people with ADHD and all sorts of things that are not impossible, but they're more difficult if you're just doing life coaching. So my strength as a coach is that I've got a broad toolkit. And I draw on master's degrees in psychology and biology. I've got a real depth of knowledge about health, how we think, how our bodies metabolize, how the immune system actually works, which I can help my clients if I can do that. So that, I think, is the unique proposition with me, is I'm not just giving you accountability, homework to do and accountability, which is one of the great powers of life coaching in general. But I'm also bringing a huge amount of information and experience to bear, and I can go deep. I can go much, much deeper than a traditional life coach can, because I'm using a different technique, because I'm licensed to do hypnotherapy, and I can teach people Reiki. So that's me.
Great. Well, thank you for that. And then just tell us what kind of results do your clients get from all of this?
One of the things that's a good question, that it matters to people is, what are the results going to be? With weight loss, it really depends a lot on how motivated the person is and what complicating factors. I mean, if the person has health issues also, it can take between 3 sessions and 10 sessions to start seeing results. But I've never had anybody who didn't get results from this, who was motivated, right? Who stayed with it and was really motivated, get results with the package. And one of the things that happens is people feel more in control of their lives, right? That's the big thing with the clients that I work with. People start feeling in control of their lives, no matter what it is that they're dealing with. If it's grief or it's loss or it's PTSD. I have quite a few people I've worked with PTSD. War veterans and veterans of violence and et cetera, and natural disasters in some cases. It's terribly, terribly individual because we are all individuals. But I can see within 2 or 3 sessions a real change in people's demeanor. They're less frightened. They're more at peace. They're less controlled by pain and fear and grief. And honestly, God, that is what I live for. When I see somebody start to come alive, start to be able to live the existence that they were born for. We're born to feel grief, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. The thing that I can bring to people who are experiencing grief is to help them to move through in a peaceful way so that they can come out of the end of the suffering a little more quickly and get to the place where they can appreciate and love and enjoy and not simply be a prisoner of their pain. So I have seen amazing results. Life coaching is very powerful, and I will say even more powerful is the hypnotherapy when combined with life coaching. It is just amazing. I've had people who were doing therapy and life coaching for years, who a couple of sessions with me and bam, things really turned around. So
wonderful.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Well, is there anything else that you'd like us to know before we wrap up here?
Yes. One of the things that I really want to make sure people come away with the message that, yes, we do live in a market economy, and yes, things do have to be paid for. But I want people to take the time to find out for sure. Don't make assumptions. Don't assume that life coaching or anything, hypnotherapy or anything, is something that you can't afford. Don't assume that. On the one hand. On the other hand, don't assume you're going to get everything for free, because that's not honoring the people that you're working with either. You pay to go to a movie. You need to pay, for getting this valuable help. But for example, people who work with me, I work really hard to limit the amount of time people spend with me to the absolute, most crucial things, and I encourage people to do as much as possible on their own, especially when they're on budgets. I give them homework assignments, graduated homework assignments, so that they can do a lot of work on their own and then bring the results to me, and we can spend less time, in paid session, because they're doing a lot of the hard work on their own. So that is a big message I want to give to people. Don't assume. Get the facts. I mean, that's actually good advice for everybody's life. If as a nation, as a species, if we all focused on getting the facts before we go to jump to conclusions. We'd have so many fewer wars, etc. But but especially with respect to life coaching, and that is why anybody who goes to my website, if you sign up and you opt in for contact, I will sit down with you over the phone or through video, and give you 20 solid minutes of life coaching. 10 minutes, we'll spend 10 minutes just getting acquainted, and then 20 solid minutes for a total of 30 minutes. And with that, you can get a very clear idea of what sorts of things can you do on your own, what sorts of things are you going to need to have me work with you, and that gives you a roadmap. No, I can't be exact because we're dealing with the human mind and heart and soul here, and the human body to some extent, and it is immensely complex. And we're not computers. You can say a computer is going to take 5 nanoseconds to do something, but human beings are are variable. But I can give you a pretty good guess of how long things are going to take and what the process is going to be. So that's my gift. I wanna give people an opportunity to see, get some facts, what's involved.
Great. Okay. And so we have your website on the video, but for those listening, it's soaringdragon.biz. B-I-Z.
B-I-Z. Yeah.
Great.
You bet. And I just went live with it in May of 2014. So it's going to be adding more content with every week that goes by.
Great.
So yeah.
Okay.
Really excited.
Great. Well, thank you, Victoria.
Thank you so much
today.
Appreciate it.
Great. Nice talking to you.
You bet.